need to try to makes it any better. I got a glare on my head. Try to hold my seat. Can't get it off. Oh boy. Let's see if this is gonna work. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Clip it all the way down. Let's see. If this is going to connect into the... Okay. Alright, so maybe I can read the comments better now. That my chat is connected to the it's a little delay, but that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Adrian. Oh, it's working. Hey, Farida. Hey, PS. Chilling today. You know it. You know it. I got my food on. And I got my little drink up in there, girl. I've been drinking my birthday drink all month. That's how I'm just gonna, celebrate in that way. And after this month though, we're back on it because, man, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready to go ahead and jump into the new year. Oh, and for the new year, because it's right around the corner, we're going to fast. I want you to fast with me. Every beginning of the year, I always do a fast, the Daniel fast, and I would love it if you join me. 3 days. I'm not sure about any of your health conditions or anything, but you can do sun up to sundown and different types of stuff. Oh, I see it kind of good on the phone a little bit. Yeah, I do. Maybe it was I needed to move it. Yeah, I see everything. Hello, beautiful lady. See? I don't even got my magnifying glass. I want to see one more thing, though. I want to see about how it may look on the computer, just in case I do need to read something blown up. Oh, Adrian, you doing it now? Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Nazima. Yeah, I typically do the Daniel fast, and I do 3 days, just water, nothing. Water and prayer. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, it does. So, um, it does work. So I usually try to do that. Sometimes, like I said, you gotta really depend. It depends on what's going on with you. Like if your cycle is on, or you're just not feeling well, or different types of things, then you can't do the fast like that. You would have to like do the sun up to sundown, or do your own thing, however, like whatever you choose that you're going to give up. You could give up cursing, you know what I mean. You could fast from that. You could fast from smoking if you smoke. So yeah. Jay Brown say had some Jamaican food last night. It sat on the toilet, just a curry, just splattering out the buttocks. Oh, okay. That's that's TMI. Um, but I think we've all been there. I haven't had a cycle since June 30th. Okay, you gotta wait. Once it's a year, that's officially, I think, entering menopause. I think once you hit one full year, and I mean, it can't come back one time. It has to be gone an entire year. So, yeah. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, go get you some ginger ale, bae, and go lay down. Don't put that shit in the chat no more. I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Go get some ginger ale and go lay your shitty booty ass down. Putting that stuff in my chat. Go soak. Go soak. That was a male. Go soak your body in a nice warm tub. Go soak. That's what you need to do. You don't need to be in the chat. I guarantee you, you need to be soaking. I guarantee you that. When it starts skipping around, it could be perimenopause. Monique says, you look so beautiful. Skin looks flawless. Thank you so much. Visit my website, OptimalBeauty.net. Check out my all-natural, vegan, and organic skincare line. Yes, I'm going to do my hair on live. I might do it tonight. You say you already have hot flashes? Thank you so much for the gifts and the hearts and everything. That's so cute. Okay, but let's get to the topic. The hate is so real and the love is so fake. You know what I was thinking about today? I was thinking about how these people just ain't gonna make it to the pearly gates. And I was thinking how the Bible was saying, oh man, it's not gonna be a lot of people that make it to the pearly gates. It's gonna be just a small number. And I used to be like, how? With all the people in the world, how? That's impossible. Like, it's a mistake. Like, then we started seeing things and hearing things like, oh, the Bible is a metaphor and parable and stuff. And you're like, okay, that makes sense. And you see stuff like 700 years. So it's like, okay, so the numbers, like, we don't really, 40 days, 40 nights, like, oh, okay. So the numbers, you know, they could be symbolic or something. Like, this isn't the actual number. It has to be something else. But when I tell you that it is true, baby, a lot of people just ain't gonna make it to the pearly gates. And let me tell you why. They choose everything over God. Let me tell you what I mean. They choose loyalty over God, loyalty to their sister. They choose loyalty to their sister over God. They choose loyalty to their mother over God. They don't stand on the side of right. They're going to stand with their mom, or they're going to stand with their twin, or they're going to stand with their cousin, or they're going to stand with their sister, or they're going to stand with their best friend. They ain't going to stand with right. Those people could have done wrong. And people going to stand on the side of loyalty rather than the side of right. They're not going to say, oh, this isn't right. This is, God don't like ugly, blah, blah, blah. They're going to say, no, this my sister. This my mama. This my cousin. Your cousin could have completely screwed me over, stole from me, all types of stuff, right? Did me wrong, slept with my boyfriend, all types of stuff, right? You're going to stand with her. You're going to stand with her. People stand on the side of loyalty instead of standing on the side of right. They don't stand with God. They stand with this world. People will stand and choose pride over what's right. They too prideful to admit they was wrong. They too prideful to do this, to do that, to say sorry, to assume liability. They're too prideful. And they definitely gonna always choose themselves what they think they could get benefit, they're gonna always choose that over right, wrong, mama, whoever. They'll step on whoever to get what they think that they want. I think that we could look at P. Diddy and see that we don't always want what we think we want. I'm gonna tell you for myself. I don't want what I thought I wanted at once upon a time. And also your wants and desires, they change. But see, this is not something that people think about. They will think, oh, I'm going with P. Diddy because he could do something for me. See, they gonna treat you bad because you ain't in the right tax bracket. They gonna treat you bad because they feel like you can't do nothing for them. Guess what? You might think I can't do nothing for you, but one, you never know who God gonna rise me up to be, and two, I could pray for you. I could pray for you. That's powerful. Let you know something. My prayers in particular are very powerful. So that's what I could do for you. But see, that's not stuff that people choose. They choose money. If it was me or P. Diddy, nobody's gonna choose me. People looked away when they saw that man doing wrong. They didn't stand on the side of right. They stood on the side of what they could get, money. They try to do it on their own. They think they got to be in control. They done sold their soul and they don't even know it. They don't even know that their soul is being sold. Because they're taking control of their own life. They're taking control over their own life. They're trying to do it themselves. So they're gonna be dirty. They don't even know that they selling their soul. And then when you look at the people that they lie on you, they stab you in the back, they do all this types of stuff, then you look at these people, then you say, yeah, it's true. Many of these people not making it to the pearly gates. And a lot of these people, I'm gonna do a separate live on this one about the makeup, because yeah, we gonna talk about some makeup on these lives, baby. We're gonna talk about makeup myths, how people sit up and, in the black community, it's just a lot of myths that's surrounding makeup. And then we're going to also talk about why people hate on makeup, why people love to hate on makeup. And I was looking at Love Dorsey and all of how she getting dragged right now. And I saw two videos, two women who was commenting on her. First off, I think that like I said, we don't give each other enough grace. You know what I mean? Like, we're there for the smoke all of the time. I smell my greens. That's why you like, why you jumping up? I smell my greens. We don't give each other enough grace. We always commenting on something. We always got to be involved. We always got to open our mouth and say something when you could just not say nothing. Because, see, then if somebody talk about you and they weigh in on you, then that person is wrong, right? You know what I mean? Like, you weighing in on Love Dorsey. Now, somebody weigh in on you, your feelings going to be hurt. But you know what? Let me go ahead and address what I want to address. Like I said, I watched two women comment on her. One, they was commenting on the video, her viral video, what's going on with her right now, right? Where she said, if you don't wear makeup, ladies, if you don't wear makeup, hey, Earthy, period. She said, if you don't wear makeup, you look homely, you look like a maid, blah, blah, blah. We've talked about this on this channel before. I already told you about the lady who has the $7 beauty regimen. I already told you what she said. You know what I mean? And people like to try to pretend, or they don't respect the results that they're getting, right? Like me. I want a flatter stomach, but guess what? If I don't change the way these eating habits are set up, that's the results that I'm getting, right? And I'm not finna sit up and blame something else and look away or just stay in it, because if I truly want the results, I have to change. So the lady with the $7 beauty regimen, she have admitted that she uses a toothbrush. I'm gonna tell you what she admitted, because I see you looking. She uses a toothbrush for her brows, Vaseline, apple cider vinegar, and that's and baking soda. That costs about $7. Hey boo, thank you. So she said that with her, beautiful too, by the way. Oh my God, beautiful, beautiful. Looks younger than what she even is and everything. Gorgeous lady, right? But she refuses to put that money into herself. So she said that when she goes around, you know what I mean, that men think that she's cheap. She said they ain't trying to spend no money on her. They think they happy that her beauty regimen is $7. She just notices the results that she's getting with a $7 beauty regimen. So I've already talked to you already about, it's proven that what Love Dorsey said is correct. And it's not about how much, it's just about you do have a budget. Even if it's $30 and you get makeup from the drugstore, you know what I mean, you got an eyeliner, you got a mascara, you got some lip gloss, you got a little concealer and a little blush. That's it. You could get all that from the beauty supply. You don't have to go to Sephora or Macy's or anything like me, but you do have those items so that you can put yourself together, right? So we already know what Love Dorsey said is true. We already know that, that's how society is, right? We already know this. That society base you off that's what this live is about. What you could do for them, who they think you are, how you look, you look pretty, you could benefit them somehow. Like your looks can somehow benefit them. You know what I mean? You poor, you can do nothing for me, get away. We already know that's how people treat. That's why most of these people will not make it to the pearly gates. They don't have a good heart. You know what I mean? They don't even try to do what the Lord say do. They do whatever they feel like is going to benefit them. They don't care what the Lord said do. So we know what society, we know that it's like this already, right? So the two ladies videos that I saw that commented on Love Dorsey, one of them, very ironic, both of them had on makeup. One had on makeup and, the full beat, the full glam looked very nice. The other one had on makeup, just a little something, a dot or two, like very amateur, I would actually encourage this lady to put a little bit more time and effort into her makeup, actually. So the one lady who had the very pretty makeup, she was saying, do better, Love Dorsey. You gotta do, you out here got people looking up to you. Women are beautiful. They don't need an ounce of makeup. They don't. Ma'am, we get it. We understand what you're saying. Yes, people wake up out the bed and already have a beautiful face or soul or personality and all of that. That's right. That's very true. Let me see what some of the comments is. Oh, it's talking about the Old Testament and treating yourself. You love makeup. Right, exactly. So she was saying, do better or whatever. And she was saying, you have a responsibility. You sitting up telling women that they are nothing without makeup or whatever however she was trying to spin it. Trying to make like what Love Dorsey said was a lie. It's not a lie. It's very much so the truth. You know what I mean? If you do not wear makeup, if you do not put a little bit of more effort into yourself, you see what your results are on your own. You see how people treat you. You see that, you know what I mean, you're being treated less than. It's some of the most beautiful. I can pull up one of the most beautiful women in the whole wide world. She wears a little bit of makeup. right? So it's not about what people need. People always comment on my videos, you don't even need makeup. It's not about needing makeup and trying to hide behind it. Makeup does something for you, just like when you wash your funky ass. Because I see some people, want to argue about, makeup. Just like makeup, when you wash your funky ass, you know how that make you feel better. You feel clean. You feel better. That's the same as what makeup do. When you comb your raggedy ass hair, you know what I mean? That's the same thing that makeup do. You feel better when you comb your hair. You look better. When you comb your hair, you look better. When you put on a cute outfit, you're not in your pajamas, you feel better. When you put on a little makeup, you feel better about yourself. You say, oh, okay, I look okay, cute. You have a confidence boost. You elevate yourself. You look better and you feel better, right? It's a whole internal, it's a transformation that takes place. The same as when you wash your funky ass, right? It's the same thing. So it's just an extra step in your hygiene so that you can continue to elevate and be your highest self and feel your best and have your chin the highest, right? So, um, we already know that Love Dorsey is right, about you have to wear a little bit of makeup if you want to be perceived a certain way, if you want to feel better about yourself, if you don't want to look to the world like you're something that you're not. It's up to you to present what you want people to think about you. Like, this is what I would tell some of the young girls about. I would tell them, like, because they'll say, oh, I don't really care what people think about me and all of this stuff, but you should. See, me personally, I'm not finna walk around looking like looking high or smelling like weed or something like that. I don't want to be perceived that way. When I walk into a room, I want to look beautiful. I want to look intelligent. I want to look sophisticated. I want to look elegant. I don't want to look high. I don't want to smell like weed. You see what I'm saying? That is something that we have to control how we want people to see us. So first impressions are everything. That's what somebody sees about you. Then they hear you talk. Then they see your, hand gestures and your demeanor and your body language. But the first thing is what they see. So if you are walking in, you look high, your eyes are red. Then you walk up to them, your lips crusty because you smoke, and you don't use moisturizer and stuff. You smoke because you don't care what people think about you, so you don't put moisture and stuff on your lips. And then you walk up to them, you got crusty lips, your eyes are red, and you smell like weed. It's the same thing as if you go around and you have an incomplete look. You haven't put no attention on your face. You didn't comb your lashes. You didn't comb your brows. You didn't put lipstick on. You didn't fix that little dark spot on your face. It's the same thing. You look incomplete and you don't feel as good as you would if you did have on a little bit of makeup. So the one young lady with the beautiful makeup, she was saying, Love Dorsey, you need to do better. Women are beautiful without it. We're not talking about natural beauties. We're not talking about women that's stunning. Like I said, I could pull up some of the most beautiful women in the world. They wear a little bit of makeup. And they do it because they want to be perceived a certain way. They want to have a certain effect on the world. So people who sit up and tell you, oh, you don't need it, oh, you shouldn't wear it, oh, blah, 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 women are naturally beautiful, all this stuff like that, they're actually pushing you down. They do that. That's fake love. They're trying to keep you small. If they tell you not to fix yourself up, if they tell you that the world not going to perceive you differently and better and receive you better when you're all fixed up. The world is going to receive you better when you have put that time into putting on a little bit of makeup. That's just the truth. And anybody who tells you something different, they want you to play small, right? So then the next woman who commented on the Love Dorsey, she had on a little bit of makeup, but like I said, her makeup needed major work. It needs major work. And you know, it was just like it was, we're gonna just leave it at that. The makeup needs major work. And her point was, oh yeah, not that I don't hate makeup or anything, but she shouldn't even be talking about makeup because her makeup was not cute. Her makeup was overly done. She looked like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. People who take jabs at your makeup when you look stunning, first off, that's a trend. It's called the cold girl trend. And Love Dorsey looks beautiful rocking it. And people who say stuff like that, it's because they could never, right? You want to tell me I got on too much because you could never. You couldn't pull this off if you wanted to. You couldn't look like Love Dorsey looked when she put on overly done makeup if you wanted to. That's the thing. That's the thing. See, people, they're gonna always have a reason on why they said some bullshit to you. Either they're they're probably both of the women was probably coming from a jealous standpoint. The one who had the beautiful makeup, she wants you to stay small. She wants you, girl, you don't need that for whole time for beat. So that a motherfucker can pass you up and don't look at you, but look at her. Right? That's why she told you, girl, you beautiful without makeup. You beautiful without all that. You don't need that full glam. Look amazing. You feel me? But told you that you don't need it. Right. You don't want me to have that attention. That's what that's about. Then the other one, she just was mad. She could never rock that makeup style like Love Dorsey and look that gorgeous. She just ain't got it in her. Sorry. And that was the motive behind that cruel comment, saying that she looks like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. She was overly done, saying that black women, this is another makeup myth. There's so many people say black women don't like their nose, that's why they contour their nose, they trying to look white. Okay, so why do white people contour their nose then? Why do Nicole Murphy, that's half white and half black, she got a slender nose already, why do she contour her nose? Why do Naomi Campbell with a little tiny nose this big, why do she contour her nose? Let's pull it up. Naomi Campbell's nose is this fucking big. Why do she contour her nose? Why do she contour her nose? Please tell me. Please tell me. Naomi Campbell look like Michael Jackson. Why do she contour her nose? Why do she contour her nose? Right. You're just talking because you don't have the ability. You don't have the ability to rock the cold girl trend with the Rudolph nose. You will look ridiculous. Love Dorsey looks beautiful rocking it. You will look ridiculous rocking. You don't know how to contour your nose. That's why you try to say that I'm trying to be white, because I do know how to contour my nose. See, you got to listen to these fake ass compliments, these fake ass wins, these fake ass applause, these fake ass I fuck with yous. No, actually, you don't. Because what you're saying is some bullshit. And then people get mad when you say you're saying bullshit. They get mad that you don't go along with their program, that you don't follow along. They say you're being a troublemaker. They say you're being difficult. They say that you're stirring the pot because you I'm getting everybody. I'm getting there. Let me block some of these people right now. I am Muslim. Can I listen to you? Being a man, I'm curious. Could some of this feeling better be a mental? Just asking. Not sure what you're asking, Derek. Rephrase your question and formulate it in a way that's readable. Yes, walk into the room like you belong there or you own it, period. Like, that's it. That's all. Let me see if I can hide users from this. Yes, I can. Great. So, yeah, these people, you have to really, really, really watch how people talk. They so slick with the manipulation, you will never even see it coming. Like, Like, it sound like this lady care. It sound like they both care, right? Oh, you're beautiful without it. It sound like you care, but you're encouraging me to do something you don't even do. Oh, girl, you ain't got to work out. Girl, choose a salad for what? BBW in the building, bitch. You bad. Fuck out of here. Slay, bitch. Slay. Get the burger, bitch. Get the burger. But, ma'am, you are sitting up eating a strawberry on a stick. Why are you encouraging me to get the burger? What? You got to be careful with these fake ass women, these fake compliments, this fake support. Love Dorsey is gorgeous, period. You know, so and then you got, they say, oh, I love makeup as long as it's not overly done. Meanwhile, when you look at their makeup, it needs major work. I mean, it needs a complete overhaul. You hear me? But then you jab, like, if it's really truly you trying to lend advice and love and stuff like that, why are you jabbing? Why is there a jab? Why is there a jab? Why is there a jab? Why are there cuts and digs? You can easily say, you know what? The young lady who was talking about wearing makeup, how she had her makeup, I would not wear mine like that, but she looked beautiful. Bam! End of story. Saying she looked like Rudolph, saying she's overly done, and then at the same time trying to act like you're lending, you're saying something that's positive, or that isn't that's helpful, or that, you know, you're on her side, you don't mind makeup, you like makeup and all this stuff, but you're using that as a reason to talk shit about somebody. Now, if a person sit up and analyze your makeup and talk shit about what you rocking on your face, your feelings is gonna be hurt. And you're going to say that person is wrong. So Love Dorsey is 100% correct. Put your little makeup on. You do not have to be a professional like I am. However, wearing a little something is always necessary. It makes you look better. It makes you feel better. It makes the world treat you better. You already need that if you are an unambiguous dark-skinned woman, and so they call us on the internet today. You already need that, because when you walk in places, you're at the you're at the bottom, and the men are underneath the women. We're not at the very bottom. We're at the bottom, and the men are at the very bottom. Black men. But when we walk in places, we're pretty much alone. We don't have any allies, because we don't have ourselves. We don't kick it with ourselves. We're not like this with ourselves. Then our men are saying that we wear hats and we hit the wall and all this other type of crazy stuff, and they're red pill and they passport bros and they going abroad simply because they have not healed their mommy issues, right? And other childhood trauma and things like that. They're hurt by the last woman. They don't heal. So that's why they're upset with you. They didn't make anything out of their life. That's why they're upset with you. And then no other race will ever put you above them. I sit up and I watch a young lady, a content creator. I love her. She's sweet. She pretty much, she want to put anybody on. But let me tell you this. She what the exotical, they call it exotical. She's mixed. Okay. I see her put on all the mixed girlies, for real. She reposting, she's sharing, she's putting them on. Putting them in place. You hear me? You don't hear me. You're not listening. It's going in one ear and out the other. She's putting them on. She want to see everybody win. But when I tell you that the people who she's actually put in position, the people who I see her share all the time, they're mixed women. They're mixed women. I haven't seen her share an unambiguous black woman like that. Not like the way she shared the mixed girlies. Not like she don't do what she do for the mixed girlies. And it's not her responsibility to, but I'm just saying this is what people do. We know that everybody stick together but us. We just talking about it. Even within the black community. I see certain mixed women really looking out for other mixed women. And it does not matter that if they're mixed with white mama, black daddy, Mexican mama, black daddy, Puerto Rican mama, black daddy, it don't matter. She helps the other mixed girlies out. And we don't do that for each other. We're ready to argue each other and scratch each other's eyes out over bums, these bummy men half of the time. And the other half of the time, just because we never saw a healthy example of a girl on girl relationship. The main person who was supposed to show you that, your mom, she didn't show you. She was jealous of you. She was in competition with you. Your mom is your biggest hater. Your mom is your worst enemy. So then when you go out into the world, you don't know how to interact with and have a healthy girl on girl relationship with someone else, because your first example of that wasn't a good one. It wasn't a good one in a lot of the situations. So we have to start as unambiguous black women giving each other a little bit more grace, and also, being there for each other in a more powerful way, and healing, and taking accountability on how we treat each other. Because something in you, like, this is why I like to do these lives and I like to go on vlogs, because when I do my regular videos, my makeup, my hair, my skincare, cute clothes, that's fun. That's fun, right? We're talking about fun, cutesy things that's uplifting, and it's not deep, and you know what I mean? Somebody on the internet like Love Dorsey saying put on makeup so you don't look homely and stuff like that. Dress your face. Exactly, 100%. Dress your face, because when you don't, it make people like me think that you may be lacking in other places in your hygiene. Like, have you actually washed in between your toes? Like, you skip parts on your body. That's what it say to me. When I see women that don't wear makeup, I say, what else did you skip out on the hygiene? What else did you do? Did you skip washing behind that ear and in that ear? Did you skip that too? Did you skip the back of that tongue? Did you skip that? It make me question your hygiene, right? So we talk about deeper stuff like mommy issues, childhood trauma, generational curses, all this type of stuff, because we deserve to have a space to talk about this in the black community, especially about black mothers, because we're never allowed to speak this way. We're never allowed to say I had a bad mom. We're never allowed to say that I didn't have a good upbringing. The only thing we're allowed to say is we're allowed to talk bad about our dad. We're allowed to talk bad about the black man. We're never allowed to talk bad about the black woman. She's always a queen. She's never wrong. She never did anything. I talked to a lady that was in a psych field, and she said, I cannot stand dealing with women. She talked to all races of women, by the way, because she's in a psych field. But she was like, I cannot stand to deal with women, because women are, they're never wrong. They're always right. They're always, the victim and stuff like that. She said, I actually see men grow. You know what I mean? And Mahogany, just to let you know, you are blocked. But I'm a licensed esthetician and a makeup artist, sweetie. In every makeup video I do, I say makeup but skincare first. We always talk about skincare. I heal different skin conditions as a licensed esthetician. I healed my own. I'm a cosmetic formulator. I have my own skincare line. This is what I mean about black women talk way too much, Mahogany. You talk too much, Mahogany. You need to learn to be quiet and listen. Use your ears, sis. You're a dark-skinned, unambiguous black woman. That's why your name is Mahogany. And you came into the chat not knowing who I am, talking shit. You talk too much, sis. Learn to be quiet, babe. Use your ears. Use your ears more than you use your mouth. I join people live stream all the time, and I just listen. I don't say anything. I want to jump in the chat and say something so bad, but I don't. I make it my business. I actively listen. I say, I'm going to be quiet. I'm not going to say anything. It takes such a strength to be quiet and to use your ears. But when I'm telling you, you learn so much. You don't make enemies. You look smarter. You don't look dumb. You look like people, people respect you when you do this, because you don't you haven't let on that you are a bad person or whatever, or that you're not smart or whatever else. You let that cat out the bag when you talk. So you look, you have much more respect when you just listen. But anyway, like I was saying, let me read some of these comments. Freddie said, men say they don't prefer women who don't wear makeup but are attracted to women who do wear makeup and show the curves. Right, exactly. So, when I talk about deeper subjects on my lives and in my vlogs and even in some chit chat makeup videos, it's because that stuff, that beauty stuff, that's fun. That's fun. That's an escape. That is, it shouldn't be no problems. Like, we're playing in makeup. We're putting on skincare. We're age rewinding. We're doing stuff. Thank you so much. We're fixing our hair. We are putting on a cute outfit. I'm showing you a fragrance, nail stuff. Like, this is fun. This is fun stuff. This is cutesy. It shouldn't be no smoke in the comment section. It shouldn't be no smoke. It shouldn't be no smoke. It shouldn't be no smoke. So when people say stuff like, "Oh yeah, that Rudolph makeup," I'm gonna have to jump in. I'm gonna have to jump in, because see, that's coming from somewhere. Where's that? Let's dig it. Let's sit in that. As my new best friend in my head, Dr. Cheyenne, say, let's sit in that. Let's sit in that. Why you so triggered that you sitting up talking about another woman saying she look like Rudolph? What's up, sis? What's up, sis? Why you saying that, sis? Why you saying that, sis? Is it because you're ignorant? That's called the cold blush trend. That's called the cold girl blush trend, babe. You talking about her and you saying that she looks bad, that her makeup is overly done and she looks bad, because you saying that it's overly done, that is saying she looks bad. You're saying she look bad. You're poking fun. You're talking about her. You seem triggered. Seem a little bit triggered. And that's why I say I block people who make comments, smart aleck-ass comments under my makeup videos, because this is fun. Why are we fighting under a makeup video? Why are we fighting under a hair video? Why are we fighting under fashion or nails? Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? Like, this is fun. This is fun. You're triggered off of this? Like, it's something that's deeper. It's something deeper there. And I'm going to tell you what it is. You can't pull it off. You can't pull it off. You couldn't look like Love Dorsey if you tried. If you had the most overly done makeup in the world, you still wouldn't be able to look like that. That's the real problem. That's truly the real problem. That's why you gotta listen. You gotta listen. Listen to what people say. Listen to them. Listen. For real, listen. Listen for real. Don't hear them. Listen. Because if you truly like, why are you upset? This seems like you're upset. You're triggered. You're talking about this lady. You're talking about her. You poking fun at her. You said she overly done and she looked like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I see people all the time whose makeup, I would not wear my makeup like that. I could put up one of my favorite beauty YouTubers right now. I would not, well, how she do her makeup today is different. But how she used to do her makeup, I would not wear my makeup like that. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't unblended. There's nothing wrong with it. I just wouldn't do it. And I'm not finna sit up. She looked like a clown. She did. I'm not upset. I don't have to tear her down, say she looked like no clown, and talk about her like a dog. Cause how she choose to wear her makeup, you're triggered. You're triggered. That's why I say the love be so motherfucking fake, but that hate, that hatred be real. Listen to how they talk about you. Listen to what they say. Listen to what they tell you you don't need. Hey boo, but yet they doing it too. You don't need that, girl. But you got it on though. But you got it on though. You don't need no waist trainer, girl. But you bought you one though. But you bought you one though. Right. I know. I know. These women claim to be girls, and they don't be. They don't be. It's always somebody that have something to say who just ain't got the skill up, you just can't do it. Like, you can't do it. You can't do it. You don't know how to contour your nose. That's why you say, oh, you trying to be white when you contour your nose. Oh, okay. So why do white girls contour their own nose then? It's a makeup. It's a makeup technique. That's what it is. That's it. That's it. Stop trying to make it something deeper so that you can have an excuse as to why you don't do it. No, you don't do it because you can't do it. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Oh, I like my nose. I like my big nose. I ain't trying to be white. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. If you say so. If you want me to buy it, all right. I call them dry face natural Nazis, okay? Bald head, bald eyelash, bald face, like your eyelash, you look bald by the eyes. You look bald by the eyes. And you look silly when you take the eyeshadow palette and you take the little sponge applicator that comes in there and you wipe it in one shadow and you swipe it on your eye, and that's all you do. Throw that fucking plastic applicator away. Get you some real makeup brushes so that you can blend that out and blend it into another color. That's what we're going to be talking about on the next makeup video. How you guys need to, some of these girls out here need to like really step up the beauty game, okay? Ways in which we could do it. Stop with all of the trying not to. Every time you pull back, oh, I ain't gonna do all that, you're hurting yourself. That's the end of the fucking story. I'm not gonna keep telling you. I'm just not gonna keep telling you. I ain't finna buy all that. You're hurting you. I ain't finna do all that. You hurting you. You're not hurting me. You're not hurting me. I did all that. I'm good. I'm good. I look glamorous. I look beautiful. Like, you're not hurting me. You know what I mean? You're hurting yourself. So bring it back. Learn why you are upset over makeup. Let's talk about that. And then that way, you know what I mean, we can be clear. And their skin look dull, like they lack water intake. They do. I love your videos. I have learned so much. Thank you so much. Did you see the live of the natural Nazis bagging the makeup artist who was teaching women to lose weight and fix themselves up with some makeup and date? I think that's who I think. Is that Love Dorsey? Hey, highly favored. Your mouth will definitely get you in trouble, Sandy. People who are quick, Jillian says, people who are quick to criticize usually have low self-esteem and need to pull down others to feel better. Very sad. And it's truly that. Like, this is what these people don't even understand. Like, you're sitting up as a grown-ass woman on, the internet, pulling down another black woman, saying that her makeup, saying she looks like a clown, saying her makeup is overly done, saying she looked like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You sitting up dragging this lady who haven't done anything to you because because you can't. That's really the underlying issue. You can't. If you could look like Love Dorsey, you would absolutely look like Love Dorsey. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Okay? All right? So either take some notes from people like me who's showing you how to get a better makeup game, or zip it. Because you're just showing everybody your hand. You're triggered. You're dragging another black woman for absolutely no reason. You don't have, the conversation could have easily just been ended at, I wouldn't wear mine like that personally. She looked beautiful. To me, I wouldn't wear mine like that. I like a little bit more of a subtle, but honey, she was beat, as they say, and she looked beautiful. Move right along. It's no point in sitting up dragging her for what? These women fight for being, K Beauty says, these women fight for being basic and fixing themselves up as a woman. It's disturbing. Really. Really. K Beauty says they ran off a black woman content creator for wearing pin-up dresses like a woman wore back in the day, looking classy. Yeah, I think I heard about that. I forgot the young lady's name. She's so pretty. Oh no, that's the other girl they ran off. They done ran off too. They done ran off too, girl. Listen, it's all of this fighting that we do. And let me tell you once again, I'm gonna tell you, everybody is banding together but us. They call us unambiguous black women on the internet now, and they're called exoticals now. And I guess those are the terms, which means mixed black women and non-mixed black women that look like me, black women that's clearly black. You can tell that I'm black. You're not mistaking me for any other race. And meanwhile, some of these mixed or exotical women, you don't know what they are. They could be mistaken for another race. So I see that the exoticals put each other on. They band together. They put each other on. They have community. We're the only ones that don't. We're the only ones that don't, the black woman. And that's why the black man is the lowest person in America, because the black woman is low. And we would be higher if if only we lift ourselves up. If only we said, oh no, I'm a queen, and be one for real. Not just saying one. You're a bad mother. You smoked all during your fucking pregnancy and drank. You got you left your baby daddy and you cheated on him with the next nigga, and he put a damn disease in your body while you was pregnant. You just did all that. You twerk. Your twerk win stinks. Like you're not a queen for real. But be one for real though. You know what I mean? Taking care of your kids for real though. Like making your man meet you at a higher standard for real though. Saying, oh no, I'm not standing for that. Like, nah, you got to do better, playboy, if you want to get with me. And he will, because that's what men do. That's how they're programmed. That's how they're wired. If you say, hey, you got to jump 3 motherfucking mountains on a mountain bike using your pinky, he gonna get it done. Do you hear me? If that's what you say that he got to do to get with you, then that's what he gonna do. Okay? But see, we're so lost that we're trying to be guys too. We sitting up saying that we could hook up. We're fighting with each other because we lied to ourselves saying that we could hook up, and as soon as you see him looking at the next, you're ready to scratch our eyes out. You're being told your whole life that you know you only got one mama. You can't even talk about it. You can't even say I'm actually hurting inside. You know, I had a bad mom. My mom is jealous of me. My mom in competition with me. My mom don't really even fuck with me like that for real. My mom don't even like me. My mom sabotaged me. My mom tried to, you know what I mean, off me. She tried to kill me. She threw me out into the streets when I was just a child. She was hoping the streets ate me up. She was hoping I didn't make it. She was hoping I got strung out. She was hoping somebody slashed my face. She was hoping that I got raped and killed and thrown in the gutter. She, you know, this is what her wishes was for me. You can't say that. You can't say that. You can't be that way. You can't feel that way. That can't be your experience. That can't be your truth. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of stuff that we're up under, and it starts with the home. So we got to start being honest with ourselves about, you know, our home, our upbringing, where we come from, and we got to start being honest. We got to start loving ourselves a little bit more, putting everything, we deserve it all. We deserve the makeup. We deserve the fragrance. We deserve the hair. We deserve it all. Okay, put all of it into yourself. Don't skimp out on anything. Don't skip past nothing. Pour everything into you that you can pour into you. So that way we can stop being so, you know, combative toward each other and fighting each other, and we could lift each other up. And then the culture itself, like the culture will lift, because we're the leaders. Everybody listens to us. The men listen to us. The little children we're raising, they listen to us. We're the real leaders. I know what the Bible means when the God say that the man is the leader, the man is the head. That he means that the man's supposed to be getting all his direction from God, and then that way you can follow that man blindly and just support him. That's what that means. But we're the true shapers of everything. The kids grow up to be good people in society because of the job we did. The man gets and does right by women and know how to treat women and know how to get women and know how to respect women and all that because of the standards that we set. We say, no, you can't be a fuck boy and deal with me. You're gonna have to be a astronaut. The motherfucker be on the moon. Do you hear me? So we got to raise our standards and our self-care and who we are as women, and then everything else will raise as well. And it starts with just healing all childhood wounds and all childhood traumas and being honest about it. That's why I made this channel. Well, that's what this channel is. We're going to talk about on this channel. This, like, when I talk about these topics, that's why I talk about these topics, because this is going to be a safe space, just to be honest. I mean, you've heard enough that you only got one mama. You've heard enough that honor thy mother, thy father. You need to hear sometimes that, man, your mom might be the op. Let's hear that sometimes, because that's real life. That's the balance. You have heard your whole entire life that you only got one mama and honor thy mother and thy father. You never hear nobody say, sis, your mom might truly be the op for real. And that when you walk through life, you don't, that's you're having relationships and you like, listen, something's up with mom. And everybody telling you, no, it ain't. And then you walking through life, navigating life with that mindset and forming relationships and navigating relationships with that mindset that you only got one mama. It teaches you to be loyal to dysfunction and to accept mistreatment and all different other types of shit. So that's why it's important for me to talk here on, you know, being honest and open and candid about where a lot of this stuff comes from, a lot of this dysfunction comes from, a lot of this gaslighting, because women are very good at that. They will gaslight you. They will tell you, oh girl, you thick, knowing you need to lose a little bit of weight. Highly favored say yes and having babies and transfer the dysfunction. Exactly. Remember how they shamed this dark-skinned businesswoman who went viral saying how she didn't accept Cash App for lunch, $30. The black community shamed her for saying that. It's disgusting. After following your videos, you helped me gain more confidence to wear my pretty red lipstick. Okay, Mrs. Couture. Because I was told I was too dark to wear red. Now I learned it's to undertone and Now my husband loved it. Oh, that's what's up. We deserve the soft life and luxury. We deserve just to be whole, healed people so that we don't bring, humans into the world from a space other than that. I don't think that we're ever healed. I think it's a healing journey, and we continue to learn, and life continues to unfold, and we continue to accept and to grow and to morph and to change into our higher beings, more and more and more and more. But yeah, we deserve to live in truth. We shouldn't have to be walking around living a lie. People telling you you thick when actually you can stand to lose a little bit of weight. People telling you don't need makeup when you do. You do. We all need it. Everybody needs makeup. Everybody. Holly Berry, the most beautiful women in the world. You put it on and then you turn into somebody else on the inside. You look better. You feel better. You stand taller. Your head is held higher. And then you go out into the world that way, and then people receive that from you. Oh, this is a person that's confident. They look nice. They smell nice. Oh, okay. I don't want a reputation when people, oh, Kiki, don't invite her. Don't tell her. Don't. No. This is what you want. You want to be recommended. You want to come highly recommended. You don't want people to say not you. You want them to recommend you. And that, it all starts with, you know what I mean, how you showing up in the world. And you need to show up on your healing journey and looking your absolute best. Your absolute best. Okay? Period. End of story. And I know you could tell yourself, if you want to tell yourself, that you don't need makeup and natural beauty and blah 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 and this and that. Okay, you're limiting you. That's all you doing. You limiting yourself. It's the end of the story. The black community is embarrassing at this point. They want black women to sit silent about trauma. They do. I'm so tired. Like, I honestly, like, I've already decided, like, I'm not gonna continue to. I want to be the one to speak loud and proud and say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna talk about another narrative just to, give it some balance, just to even things out some. Nobody has ever said, you know what? Sometimes people are struggling with things on their own, and it's really not about you. I know you say your mom is a bad mom, and sometimes, it's not even it's not that she's being a bad mom to you. It's that she didn't have a good mom. Nobody say anything like that. They all say, oh girl, you only got one mama, but she let her boyfriend molest me though. But, she let her boyfriend beat me. Like, whatever the story. She's always drugged. She's always high. Whatever. Nobody ever says anything other than, accept poor behavior. And then you're taught this, and you go out into the world doing this. You go out into the world saying, oh, well, that's my cousin. Well, that's my boss. Well, that's my best friend. Well, that's my whoever. You start giving people an excuse to treat you bad. Because that's what you've been groomed to do. You say, hey, my mom treats me bad. My mom, I don't have a good mom. People tell you, oh, well, accept it. That's just your mom. You only got one mom. Just accept it. Lisa said everybody do everything different. Right, exactly. So if it's like, if that's not how you wear your makeup, then like, that's okay. You don't have to wear your makeup like that. But, when you dragging another woman for wearing her makeup like that, it says a lot. K Beauty says, yes, as a makeup artist myself, I tell people it enhances your natural beauty. Makeup is everything. Men say it when a woman is not dolled up, they know she low maintenance. So, yes, that's true. The woman admitted it. She said it. So, good luck to the basic women. Julia says, I do hope that through those type of experiences, we as growing people learn to live and let God. Exactly. Ronald, you could not get any trim from anyone in this chat, especially me. You are not welcomed here. And I suggest you just, leave, because we're very high maintenance, very beautiful, very expensive women over here. So, yeah, you can't afford us. Oh, yeah, well, you're a little late, Ronald. You're a little late. You're a little late, Ron. Good luck to you. Try to rewatch the stream so that you could, be on the type of level that we on. Because we get dialed up over here. So, yeah. Yeah. Period. Every man, whoever, I've never seen a man saying, oh, I like my woman who don't wear makeup. I never seen a fine ass man say that. Never seen a rich one say it. Never heard Kevin Hart say it. Never heard Jay-Z say it. Never heard, I don't hear these men say these things. I've never heard Kevin Hart say any of that. I've just never heard it. You know what I mean? He doesn't have a problem with a woman putting on makeup. He doesn't have a problem with a woman getting her hair and her lashes and her nails. He doesn't, because he can afford all that. The only men who have a problem with a woman who do all that, they can't afford that. They know that costs money. They know that costs money. And then they know they're not good enough for you. So they don't want you to look beautiful so that you can attract a man who is good enough for you. They want you to stay looking homely and broke and like nothing, so that they're good enough for you. They're good enough for you then. Once you start losing weight and, fixing yourself up and dressing better and all of this stuff like that, then that's when they know they're going to lose you. That's when they know they're going to lose you. So they try to discourage you from doing that. As long as you don't, put too much care into yourself, they ain't got to worry about you going no damn well. Because see, he know that ain't people ain't checking for you. Ain't nobody checking for you. There we go. We'll let the he Ron go play with him herself somewhere else. A lot of these people in these chats saying this stuff, they got a dick and a clit, so we can't worry about people like that. The hermaphrodite community be in the chat a lot of the times. They all messed up. So yeah, they got their medical condition real rare. Broke men have the problem with the wigs cost $1,100. They mad about it. They very much so are, because all of the men who try to discourage women from looking beautiful and feeling beautiful, they're ugly. They like, when you look at their face, they ugly. And then they don't have no money. And then on top of that, they think it probably have work these days, if it work at all. And they might not have the stamina. They might not have the they don't have the stamina, and they might not have like the size and stuff. They may have never have had that size on them. You know what I mean? In their pants, the size probably ain't there. They probably never truly learned how to please a woman for real, so they sex game is weak because it really don't like the size. If you really learn a woman's body, that really don't even really make a huge difference like that. I mean, it do, but you could work with something small if you learn, take the time to learn a woman's body. But a lot of them never did. They got poor hygiene. They're in poor health. They don't have money. They can't get girls. So they get on and they try to tell you, oh yeah, you better get with me because you done hit the wall. So I'm your best choice. Pick your boy. Pick your boy. Pick your boy. Hey, it's my time. I ain't never been him, but it's my time now because you single and you hit the wall and right, and I'm still squirting this oil and your stuff is just wah, wah, wah. It's flaccid. You like this. You ain't got that strong. You ain't got that strong. And you want to be mad at me because I'm still running very lucrative streams. You're mad that my shit flowing like never before. So you want to try to tell me that I've hit the wall because you not long and strong. You not long and strong. That's why you mad. That's why you mad. You don't have no money. You live at home, sleeping in your mom's bed, sleeping in your mom's house in a twin size bed. You're mad. So you want to try to tell women that they hit the wall, that they don't need makeup, that they beautiful without it, and all of this other type of crap. Anybody who talk down on you being your higher self and you putting effort into yourself, they just aren't for you. I'm sorry. I don't want to continue to have to say it, but it's just true. Like, listen, I know you hear, people love to try to butter you up. They do it to me in my comment section all the time. You are beautiful, but here come following talking shit. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. They try to butter you up, say something nice at first. You can't don't say something nice at first and then try to throw nice stuff in there to try to hide that toxicity that's coming out your mouth. I love makeup. It's beautiful when done right and classy and all of this and overly done and no, you actually are sitting up talking shit about someone for no reason. For no reason, actually. That woman did not deserve that. Backhanded compliments, exactly. Julia says, Sally, I've dealt with a few women who wouldn't like me to take care of myself. Do things like break my chains, get mad when I get a haircut. Ooh, Julia, she was jealous of you, babe. Whenever a woman snatch your chain, if you're in a relationship and somebody snatch your chain, when someone snatch your chain, they're jealous. Whenever people are jealous, I don't know why, but they will go for the chain. They go for the chain. They break your chain. They break your chain. It's so sad. They be jealous. They be jealous. They your own mate. Your own mate will be jealous of you. Your own mate will give you backhanded compliments. Your so-called friend, your so-called family members. That's why I say you gotta really listen. You gotta really listen. You gotta really listen. You gotta really listen. Listen to the bitch sitting up telling you that you naturally beautiful with a face full of makeup. See, I don't say nothing on the people video. I just make my own. I don't say nothing on nobody's stuff. Like, oh, okay. All right. I don't need to work out, but you do 5 days a week. Okay. Okay. K Beauty says, when I lost 120 pounds, I lost so-called friends. That's right. You leveled yourself up. And that's how it's gonna always be. People like to be around you when they can say, "Oh, poor her." Oh, yes. Oh, poor thing. Oh, yes, girl. Oh, you should have seen her trying to button them pants. Oh, she looked like a busted can of biscuits. Oh, I mean, honey, that's why you didn't know he was cheating on her? That's why. He said he tired of that fat shit. Yeah, girl. But then when you say, you know what? I'm finna pour more into me, because guess what? Guess what I learned as a person who lost weight myself? Hating my body. First off, let me just say this, and then I'm gonna run into the script. In the black community, I've never not got what I wanted with the weight. Black people see weight just very differently, because black women carry weight different. Like, we don't look like fat slobs, okay? We still look very beautiful even when we're big. So weight never stopped me from getting no play. Never. Big as hell, men wanted to pick me up. Big as hell, men went in face first. They said I don't even want to put the tip in first. I want to put my face there first. Big than a motherfucker. So it never stopped nothing. Right? So I didn't feel like anything was wrong. Truly feel like nothing was wrong for real. But when you get to, so I never hated my body, and hating my body never made me lose weight. What made me lose weight is finding a love for my body, actually. Saying, you know what? That isn't good for me. That isn't a healthy choice. That right there can make me sick. That have different chemicals in it that's not FDA. They fucking put the poison in the food and all, learning all that type of stuff. That's what made me lose weight. Not hating myself, looking at myself, saying I look like a fat slob, I hate myself. It never stopped no man. Not one. Not one. Every last dude who I smiled at, smiled back. So, that's, hating your body will never make you change it. You change it when you learn that putting bad stuff in your body is not loving your body. That's when the change comes. When you say, you know what, lifting a little bit of weights and doing cardio is loving my body. Hating your body and saying I'm a fat slob and hating yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror and having low self-esteem, that would never prompt you to change anything. Change happens when you actually start to love yourself. You want better for yourself. You say, oh no, I don't eat that. That's bad for you. Give me the carrots. That's what happens. That's when the change happens. It actually is a love for yourself. I never hated my body. I never had a loathing for my body. I never, and you won't in the black community, because everybody call you thick. If I was another race, who knows? I might have felt like a self-hatred or something like that, body dysmorphia or something like that. But in the black community, we see weight very differently. We see weight. I pointed out a lady to my daughter, because my daughter, I'll be like, people be like, but you weren't never fat, but you weren't never big. And my daughter say this. But everybody told me this. Like, but you was never fat. When was you ever fat? You wasn't never big. You wasn't big. Like, people act like they was confused. Excuse me, that I was a bigger person. And I asked my daughter, I'm like, so is this person, like, I'll ask her, like, so is this person fat? Is this person fat? She'll say, no. Just testing on body shape, seeing what she says is fat. And usually it's a person that look like the Penguin off of, the Joker. It looked like Danny DeVito playing the Penguin. That's who she'll say is fat. But as long as the girl, like, if the girl still got this going on, it don't really, she's like, no. I asked her, was one woman, At least the woman was at least 362 pounds. I said, is she fat? She was like, nah. She was like, her arms a little chunky, but no. This lady's arms is like this big. And they ripple. Her arms look like the Michelin Man. They're huge. I got fat arms. And she was like, her arms a little fat, but no, she's not fat. No. She was at least, do you hear me? 362 pounds minimum. Minimum. We don't see, like, I don't understand, but black people, when we look at other black people and they're big, like, I feel like in the black community, as long as you fly as hell, you not fat. I feel like as long as you still fly, you not fat to black people. Like, as long as you still, like, you got the look, you got your fat is in the right places, and then you could put your get up on and look good. You got the hair, you got the nail, you still looking good. They don't care about no weight. Black people do not care about no weight. We just see it much, much different. We just see it different. We see it different. We see it as thick. We see it as big bone. We see it as BBW. We see it as extra meat. We see it as more cushion for the push. We don't care about weight. We don't care about weight. We don't care about weight like that. Not for real. Would you date a Latin dude, or do you only date black guys? Of course I would date a Latin dude. I mean, some of these people, yes, these people, they when you ask who the difference between fat and thick, it's just, you'll be like, huh? That person isn't fat? That's why I was delusional for so long. No one was calling me fat. No one was like they were to be mean. Like, once we got into it, oh, you fat bitch. Now I'm a fat bitch. You know what I mean? But, other than that, like, people didn't make fun of me like, oh, no, you're a fatty. You can't be our friend or nothing. Like, girls still wanted to be like me. Dudes still wanted to date me. It was never a problem. And Blue says, your natural look good. Thank you, bae. And most black women do wear it well. So it say, have I ever dated a Latin dude? A Latin boy liked me in high school. We used to call him Taco. He was cute. I ain't like Taco though. But he definitely used to sweat the shit out of me. And that's what I mean. Like I'm saying, it never held me back. So I don't. Right, people wanted to be me and have my friends in life. Right, as a fat person before I lost weight. Right, and then now that you lost the weight though, all of those people, that's a who I am, a ego. Okay. All of those people who was so good with you being, fat, they ain't good with you no more. They ain't good with you no more. They liked you as a bigger person. They liked you. Because they like, okay, well, what you doing? Now you competition. Taco, what is some soul food? He did. Now that you competition, they didn't see you as a competition before. They probably was like, yeah, she cool, but I know my nigga never fuck with her. Probably saying something like that. And then when you start taking better care of yourself, and they say, she leveling up, she looking better. She might turn my man head. What she who she thinks she is? It's just all of a sudden, once you start wanting better for yourself, people start disliking you all of a sudden. Once you say, no, actually, I want to heal from childhood trauma. I don't want to continue to live, in a lie, and continue to go around pretending like everything all good when it's not. I'm actually I actually want to do better for myself, for my children, and yeah, nah, I don't want to live like that. That's when people start getting upset with you. I got so-called family members got upset with me when I started saying, hey, you know what? My relationship with my mom is not of God, and I ain't doing it no more. Because arguing and fighting and toxicity and jealousy and competition and scapegoats and narcissism and whatever other clinical terms people would like to use, all of that type of dynamic between a mother and daughter is not of God, is not healthy. And when I started saying that and speaking up and standing up, so-called family members got mad at me, and I don't like how you did your mama and all of this. These the same ones who all sick, broke down sick, because they're sitting up walking around carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders. They're loyal to people who do not deserve their loyalty, all trying to keep a family secret and walking around half dead, all sickly because they carrying the weight of the world. They can't, instead of just saying, you know what, this was wrong. This family shit, y'all toxic, blah blah blah. Instead of doing like living in truth and being able to do that and lift that burden off, that burden laying on them, and it just took control over their facility, and it just burdened them, and they sick. They so sick. They look so horrible. They look so bad. It's really sad. And other people, you know, who have a problem with me saying, hey, you know what, I'm not doing the whole toxic family thing. Like this ain't honor. If you say I'm supposed to honor, this is not honor. Let's look up the actual definition of that word, honor, and then see if that's what this situation fits it. Sometimes to honor your parent is to leave that parent alone. Sometimes that's the honor, is to leave that parent alone. Because if you're going to be disrespecting them, and they're going to be disrespecting you, and it's going to be chaos and confusion and all that other type of stuff, sometimes the honor is walking away from that and choosing to do what the Bible say do. Because I got a whole bunch of verses that's also, because we like to cherry pick that honor one. It's a whole bunch of other verses that say, you know what, staying in that unhealthy dynamic, you're going against God's word. God have told you, leave people alone that are wicked. Don't keep their company. God have said himself, it says it in the Bible, I'll be your mom, I'll be your dad. Because when they forsake you, come to me. That's what he already said in the Bible. So, people like to try to silence you. They don't want you to glow up. They don't want you out here living your best life. Family members, like I said, I sit up and watch them. They have some code of silence, and they're sick. And other people who want me to silence me, and say that I ain't right and all this other type of stuff. I don't see them doing anything for my mother. They tell me I should love my mama and I shouldn't be this way and I shouldn't, but you ain't even that way with her. I've seen none of these people take my mama out on her birthday. I see none of these people go over her house and just sit with her and just talk with her. I see none of these people call her or text her on Mother's Day. I see none of these people call her or text her on Christmas. I see none of these people invite her on over on Thanksgiving. I see none of these people take her to her hospital, her doctor's appointment. All the people who feel like I shouldn't speak the truth and say, hey, you know what? I came from a toxic family dynamic in which my mother failed myself and my brothers. Don't feel sorry for me or anything like that, but you know what, this is my story and I'm speaking my truth, and I have the right to speak my truth. See, my brothers, they will speak their truth because it don't involve their mom. They're allowed to speak their truth because it don't involve their mom. But when I speak the truth, when they speak the truth about my daddy and all of this, they can talk about my daddy to sun up to sundown and speak the truth and tell the truth, and that's fine. But when I say, okay, but this is the part that mom played, and this is what mom has done, and this is her role in the whole situation, and this is how she was toxic, and this is how she wasn't helpful, and this is how she contributed to the whole mess, then that's when I'm supposed to be quiet. I can't say that part. I can only talk about how bad black man. That's all you're allowed to say. You're not allowed to say, but mom, you fucked up. But mom, you did this, you did that. But mom, you chose your boyfriend over me. But mom, you chose your husband over me. But mom, you chose the streets over me. You was always gone. I was up. Your sister raised me. Auntie raised me. You was always gone. I never even saw you. I don't even know who you are. They don't like me to say, hey, you know what? I don't have many good memories. I was thinking about this earlier about my daughter. How me and my daughter have memories of crying, laughing together. And spending the day together. Girls' day, having fun out. Watching movies together all night. If I don't have those type of memories with my mom, that's my story. Why I can't say it? Why I have to be ashamed? Why do I have to hide it? Why do I have to be a secret? I don't have that relationship with my mama. Why can't I say that if that's the truth? Holly Favor says, yes, he said my mother and father and the ones who obey his will. That's right. That means that the parent treat children the way God says to treat them. That's called obeying God's instructions. If they don't do that, I don't think God honors them as parents. Period. I need that whole verse. Please drop it for me in the chat next time you have it. Thank you so much, Vic. But yeah, like people, I've seen what happens when these people sit up and lie to themselves. They sit up and go around and they can never speak the truth. They can never say what's on their heart. And ooh, some of them look old. They look old. They all sickly, always in the hospital, all sick and broke down. It's sad. Thank you, Julius. Yes. That's a good one too. That's a good one too. I got that one down already. But yeah, they look so bad, girl. They look horrible. Because you can't like walk around carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder. You can't not heal from childhood trauma and think that you're okay. You're not okay. You're one being. Your mind, your body, and your soul. I know people who have tried to do body, and it got sick. It still got sick. They put all of the effort into the body. They was drinking the water and working out and fitness and this and that and healthy and all of this amazing Sports Illustrated body, like for the athlete issue, muscles, all that, abs, all that. I'm talking about looking great, okay? Sick because the heart and stuff, the heart and the head. In the heart was still a lot of hatred for the upbringing. The head, the self-talk. That person did you wrong. That person ain't shit. That person molested you. You're just a whore. The different self-talk. And then you walking around like that. You can't never say it. You don't feel like you got the right to feel that way. And it eats you up. They come out. It come out. It come out in your body somehow because you're one. You're one. You cannot go around paying attention to only one aspect of yourself. You got to pay attention to all of it, or else it's gonna come out. You're gonna look old. You're gonna be sickly. You're gonna it's gonna come out. It's not I got the answer. I drink all my water. No. You drink all your water, but you got unforgiveness in your heart. That's going to come out. You eat all the vegetables and work out 5 days a week, but your self-talk in your head, you always calling yourself dumb. That's going to come out. You're one. You're one being. You're one. You're not a separate. Categorized. And we think like that. Oh, we talk like that too. Oh, yeah, I'm about to give her some of this pipe. I'm about to put this pipe on it. No, you actually giving that lady your whole body. You've just given her your whole body. You've given her everything. Now, if she got something, which she got from a dirty man, let's be clear. Women are not we don't spread disease, okay? Men spread disease. A woman may be a carrier and have it because a man gave it to her. So let's be clear. But now that you've given her the body and she giving you something, she giving you a disease that some trifling man gave her. Now you got something in your body that might could make you not hear no more. It affects your hearing, or it affects your sight. You think it's only herpes and HIV and all of that? Let me show you something. This is a medical book. You see this? You see how thick this is? You see how thin this paper is? This is a medical book, love. This is a medical book, babe. It's shit out here you haven't even heard of while you're trusting people with your body. They could give you something that paralyze you. You said you thought you was giving them some ass. Now you in a wheelchair. It got some type of something on you attached to your spine, messed you up. You're one being, babe. You're one being. You could pull a tooth and something go wrong. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Gotta take that stuff serious. Hey, Jennifer. Yes, get checked out. Oh, let me go ahead and screenshot this. Thank you so much, highly favorite. I'm gonna pull that up. Right, exactly. It's so many things out here, Farida. It's impossible. Like this is what I'm trying to tell you. That when you go to the doctor and you say these are my symptoms, they start trying to guess about what's wrong with you. They don't know. Then they go get the medical book and try to find out what is wrong with you. So it's different types of symptoms that you could display where it's common, where they know, okay, this is what this is, and then they can test you for it, and if you test positive for it. But it's so much stuff out here, it's impossible to know all of what the body could have and do. It's impossible. It's impossible. You'll never know. You'll never know. They'll never know. They find out the answers. Oh, it's a rare condition called green leaf tuberosis, in which the blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. Well, okay, babe. I got to get going. Let me read these comments before I do. What happened to my gay male friend? Literally had something attached to his spine after a night of hard sex and didn't walk for 3 years. I'm trying to tell you. Ephesians 6:4. I'm going to look that one up too. Let me try to, there we go. And, yeah. Something like that happened to somebody else I know too. Not the spine thing, but got some that affected her mind, actually. It was something that had affected her mind, actually. Yeah, she had actually she had had sex with somebody in another country, and whatever she got, whatever they gave, like whatever condition they gave her, she was um like couldn't wake up, passed out or something like that. Maybe they was doing some drugs or something like that, and then when she did come to, she was all messed up. So all right, Julius. Oops. So yeah, we'll finish chopping it up later. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm finna eat my meatloaf and my greens and sweet potatoes. So I'll see you in the community tab and on my next video. Peace.